What's going on, everyone? This is Jason here. Now, I'm not really using a mic. This is just kind of like a last-minute video, and that's why I'm holding the camera so close, and that's why you see a mess. So, I did want to talk about the Knights game that happened last night. It was a total mess. It boils down to the Knights lost 4-2 to the LA Kings. Shea Theodore and William Karlsson were the only ones who actually scored a goal. William Karlsson scored the first one. Shea Theodore scored the second one. They had a poor puck control. They lost focus of the puck. They lost the energy and the passion and their focus. They had too many turnovers, in my opinion, and it kind of looked like it. They gave the Kings way too many opportunities. The Kings forced the Knights to turn over the puck more this time around. They essentially did what the Knights did to them the other day on Monday. So now excuse the AC. The main thing now, look, the team could not hit the net. They couldn't hit the back of the net. They missed it constantly, and we all know that. It was terrible. Pretty dominant factor there, okay? But Fleury, it wasn't his night tonight, or last night. For example, I think it was the one by Jared Anderson-Dolan, who scored a goal, that goal, where it just, Fleury thought he had it. He lost it. He lost control of it. He lost the focus. And then it went in between his pads, too. So, I mean, that happened a couple times. So now that I covered that, and look, Fleury was just not himself at all. And we've seen that constantly in games lately, where Fleury has started to kind of diminish a little bit. Not diminish, but I don't know how to put it. Anyone who watches the Knights games, you know. Now, could it be that he needs a break? Sure. It could be that he's played 18, 19 games pretty much in a row. I mean, Robin Lehner's only played 4 or 3. I'm sorry, he's only played 3 or 5. Yeah, 3. And so, I can tell you right now, it's definitely exhausting to be a goalie and having to play that much. So could it be that they're going to bring Robin Lehner in more? I hope so. This is the first time in my life I'm going to say I hope so. Fleury needs a break. Lehner's done well with these first 3 games. He's 3-0. He's now 6-1-1. Might as well give him a little bit more opportunity. I still don't like Robin Lehner in a way. I still hope that he can come up better, and so far he has. Now, could we get more relievers in? Okay, Robin Lehner or Marc-Andre Fleury is having a bad night. Lehner or Fleury are having a bad night. Okay, bring Logan Thompson in. He could be the reliever that we need in the third period, or in the middle of the third if we really needed it. Fleury should have been pulled out after that second goal, because it would have tied the game. You could have brought a reliever, or even Lehner if he was ready, if that was possible. But to the main event, to the main problem, the defense. Poor ass defense. There's no other way to put it. They had terrible defense. They really did not do their due diligence. Nobody was there to receive the puck when the Kings turned it over. Most of the time, nobody was there. What the hell? Nobody was there. Where were they? Nowhere. So, nobody there to retrieve the puck. So that's an opportunity lost, and nobody there to protect nobody there to protect the Flower. Nobody there to protect Fleury, the Flower. Nobody. He can only do so much himself, and the same for Lehner. He can only do so much. Yet the Knights just constantly leave them both. So, I would say that it was a definite drop of the ball by the defense. And, people keep saying on the Vegas Golden Knights Nation group page posts, well, it was a shit day. It was a shit game. That's all it was. We'll figure it out. How many times are we going to say, oh, it's just one game, you guys. Fleury had a bad day. Leonard had a bad day. It was a shit game. It's gonna happen. Maybe if we had the normal 100-something games, I would agree with you. Agree with that sentiment. Agree with them. But we've only got 56 games in 115 days. There's a limited time scope here. There's a limited play game here. So, for gameplay, I don't think this is a good idea. And I think what the questions that I was asking are, how many times are we going to say it's just a bad night? How many times are we going to say Fleury just had a bad day? How many times are we just going to keep going before we actually realize the Knights are not playoff material this year? They're not meant for the playoffs. And this is what happened last year. We had so many shit games, and everyone just kept making the excuse of, oh, it's just a shit game. It's a shit game. I'm telling you right now, the Knights will not be in the playoffs. In the scenario that they're in the playoffs, and I am wrong because that's possible, it's because I've barely started commentating hockey. If they go to the Knights, go to the playoffs. If they go to the playoffs, they will be knocked out within the first or second round. They will not go any further. And they could possibly play the Avs. They could play the Calgary Flames. They could play the Kings. They could play the Tampa Bay Lightning. They could even play St. Louis. They could... I don't know. I mean, well, no, St. Louis, I think he's in 4th or 5th. But either way, they could play, for example, the Avalanche, who shut them out every single time with Philip Grubauer and all the rest of them. So, look, I'm not happy. I think the Knights could have done better, and I'm just going to say that. I'll just say, I don't know how many more times I can come on here and say, well, it was the defense, well, it was the offense, well, it was this, it was a shit day. Before I start to go, look, guys, there's just no more playoff opportunities. They're not creating those opportunities. By the way, the Knights gave up first place last night. I keep saying tonight. It was last night. They gave up first place to Colorado. Colorado is now, I think, a point or two up above the Knights. They held that for a month and 9 days, and they gave it up just because the defense couldn't play. The offense couldn't hit the back of the net as much. And Fleury had a bad night, but no one was there to protect him because apparently they thought they were in high school hockey and it didn't matter. So there's your post-game coverage. I know it's different, but I will see you. I think the next game is tomorrow or today or Friday tomorrow. So we will see that. But either way, there's another Golden Knights video coming. There will be the highlights. You guys can see what I'm talking about. And Oscar Josue Montiel, y'all made us lose. All right, everybody. Like, comment, share, subscribe. There's going to be a little bit of a change to the podcast in a little bit in the coming weeks. So just look out for that. All right, everybody. Thank you.